Morning, everyone, and welcome to Forex Street webinar. Today is 4th of November 2015. My name is Nenad, and I will show you London Open System presentation. I hope that we won't have any sound problems, so let's do a quick sound check. I think the sound is okay. So just type OK if you can hear me well. Okay, good sound, and hello, Mark Fire is saying good. Okay, so we have a good sound. So let's start with webinar. Today I won't bore you with a lot of information. Mostly I will be showing you the rules for two different systems. Okay, for two different systems, and those systems will be you will see they're pretty much unique. I will tell you during the webinar. You will see it's a London Open system, and it can be traded independently. So it's pretty much independent from your position or scalp trading. Okay, before we begin, our standard risk disclaimer explaining that online education materials are developed by Admiral Markets Estonia, and they're meant for global audience. We should take into consideration that information in this session may not be suitable for everyone. If you want to get the corresponding information on charting conditions and any other detail, you should visit admiralmarketsglobal.com, select your country, and contact an appropriate entity. Also, risk disclosure statement stating all possible risks associated with Forex market. By accepting the risk, you're also proceeding further with me. And the final part explains that Admiral Markets UK Ltd takes no responsibility for information accuracy. The analysis represents the personal opinion of the author, it's me, and in no way it represents the actual suggestion for the trade. These are not MUK's opinions, and the website interview is not the .co.uk website, but the globaluse.com website. Okay? Forex is risky business, and this is a personal opinion only. Forex Boyk is saying, please increase your sound. I think that my sound is increased. I'm not sure why you cannot hear me well. To maximum. Okay, so I don't know, it's try to sound up your speakers. This is maximum now. Okay, so we are ready to proceed. Of course, for all of you who don't have Admiral Markets platform, of course, US citizens unfortunately are not, they cannot European brokers. So Admiral Markets Supreme Edition, it's an excellent add-on for all traders. Actually, Supreme Edition won. It's one of the reasons why Admiral Markets has won Best MP4 Broker Award. Definitely excellent spreads, excellent execution, and the tool which is I can just stress out how it's important, including correlation table and everything you need to set up for a proper trading software. So Admiral Markets Supreme Edition. Okay, let's continue. Why London session? Then 3 Candlestick strategy and B89 strategy. As I said, I won't bother you with a lot of information. We will cut to the chase. Okay. I will cut to the chase and I will give you the rules, and then I will go with live examples. Okay, it's pretty much simple, guys. So it doesn't matter if you trade with I don't know, different systems. This system is independent, and you will trade just London Open. So it's only suitable for London Open. You cannot trade positional trading with it. Comment Zach is saying that the Supreme Edition is not working with us 8.1. It works, Zach. I will show you. I have Windows 10, which is basically just an extension of Windows 8.1, so it is working. I will show you, and you can always look at my screenshots. They always include Admiral Market Supreme tools, and it's working perfectly. So if you cannot, if you have any problems with it, please contact the support. They will help you for sure. Okay, now why London session, guys? Okay, the first question is why London session? Why should we ever trade London session? Because most of all, we need to know that London is the hub of trading. Okay, it's the hub of trading. It's one of the, I can say that the volume turnover is higher than of Wall Street. Okay, volume turnover is much higher. Also, London is a strategic location, and it's definitely a hub for Forex trading. Needless to say, approximately 30% of all Forex transactions happen during a London session. Okay, so it's approximately 30%. It's pretty much a lot volume in trading, but have in mind that Forex is not centralized market. So when we talk about volume, we don't talk about, we don't mention a real volume. So we are referring to tick volume, which is of course different than stock market's volume. So basically, all big moves and pretty much most of the movements happen during a London session. London is always very interesting to trade as a London Open, because during Asia session we usually have some accumulation period, and before London session opens we have so-called Frankfurt fake. We traders also call it a Frankie fake, because there is a lot of profit taking during Frankfurt session, and usually that profit taking is happens just before London opens, because London has a pretty much big volume turnover. We can trade a London Open independently from our positional scalp trading. I personally know some traders who are exclusively trading London Open, so practically they don't want to take any other trades except for London Open. So because it's pretty much, I can say, straightforward, you can be very successful with it, and I advise you to trade these strategies. Try to trade it first on demo account, and then you will go live if you're successful with it. Boyk is asking what are blue and red on chart. This is just a picture, so basically this is not a system. This is just a picture of one of my charts. So I will show you the system just after I finish with this introduction. London usually sets a trend. So if you spot that Asia session moved pretty much differently than a London session, then usually during London session, and at least the first hour of overlap of New York and London session, the trend will be the same. So we say that London sets the trend, which lasts usually till London close, and very often it can even last during US session alone. Needless to say, we have a volatility dry out, because the middle of the session is when profit taking takes place. It's not just, like say, the middle of the session, but usually around London lunchtime we had a form of London profit taking, and you can see some counter trend trading during that time. It's also very important for you to know that the price usually tends to stall during the middle of the session. Is because London traders then wait for a New York session to open, and usually when New York session opens up, we have another surge of volatility. So you need to distinguish between profit taking, which happens around London lunchtime, and sideways movement, which can last till New York opens up, till Wall Street opens up. Okay. Now, 34% of the market share of daily Forex volume is shared in a London session. It always overlaps New York session, and as of December 2014, market capitalization was approximately $6.6 trillion. Okay? London Open breakout trading uses stops just outside ranges and the logic behind the strategy is pretty much straightforward, so you shouldn't have any problems with it. As I say, it's pretty much straightforward. It's easy to use. You need just a quick scan, and then you're usually good to go. For all of you who want to try this strategy, I advise you to try it first on demo account. And when you're familiar with it, go with, of course, live account. And once more, a London Open session can be traded independently from your system. So it's simply just another system for London Open, which can be traded independently of any other Forex system. I will show you two systems. First system is called a London Open strategy, 3 candlestick. Okay, it's 3 candlestick strategy, which is basically, I can say maybe this was my favorite because I traded it on my practical naked trading template. It's a naked trading system, but maybe I can say that I have become a fan of the second system. You will see, just because it has additional filter. But needless to say, this was one of the first systems I ever traded during London Open, and back in time when I was posting on Forex Factory Euro Dollar thread. I don't know if someone of you remembers me from Euro Dollar thread. It was the year of 2010 or 9, something like that. It was, I think, 2010. I was pretty much well known for excellent signals which were produced by Frankfurt and London Open strategy, and I gave a lot of signals to Eurodollar readers and to all attendees of Eurodollar Trade and Forex Factory, and they were really amazed how the signals were correct. Of course, market always change. Okay, we always need to adapt to current market conditions, and that is why I have become I'm always adapting my strategies to current market conditions, and that is why in the second strategy, which is pretty much similar to this strategy, I put another, because EMAs are excellent tools for spotting the confluence, and in this case, it's additional filter for taking the trades. Nevertheless, I also encourage you to trade. Try both of those and see whichever suits you better. I think you might go for a second, but because this was the first one, I will show you this. Okay, so 30 minutes prior to London Open, you need to open a pound-dollar chart. Needless to say, we want to trade cable, okay, pound-dollar. We don't trade any other pair with this strategy. With the second strategy, you will be able to trade. Euro-dollar, but for this strategy, you should only trade pound-dollar, okay, only pound-dollar. Time frame is 1 hour, currency pair pound, and you need to draw 2 horizontal lines. First line is for the high of the previous 3 candlesticks, and 1 line is for the low of the previous 3 candlesticks. Those previous 3 candlesticks are from Asia trading session. Okay, so buy stop is 3 pips above the high, and stops are 5 pips below the low of previous 3 candlesticks, and immediately cancel the other order if your current order is active. Sell entry is 3 pips below the low, and stops are 5 pips above the high of the previous 3 candlesticks. Immediately cancel the order if your current order is active. Okay. Now take profit. Usually profit stop after 10 pips. Profit stop, you can use also support resistor level. So you can use a profit stop close to support resistor level. You can use next support resistor level, and I advise you, because it's a breakout strategy, as with all breakout strategies, move stop as soon as the trade moves in your favor. Okay. What does profit stop means? The definition of profit stop is basically moving it's a trailing stop which is moved in a profit. So once, let's say, just for example, you are 12 pips in profit, you just need to move your profit stop to, let's say, 10 pips. Hans is saying a whole webinar for 10 pips. Hans, well, it's not 10 pips. I'm not finding your comment good. It's pretty much sarcastic. This is London Open strategy, and believe me, if you are able to grab 10 to 15 pips per day, you will become pretty much rich. So it's not just about 10 pips. It's more about how you trade and how you want to trade. So this is what I'm explaining. Sometimes you will see that London Open moves instantly 25, let's say, pips in your favor, because there is a big volume in the trade. Once the trade moves, let's say, 25 pips in your favor, you can move your stop to 20 pips. So that means that your profit stop is 20 pips in your favor. Okay? So after moving your stop, after 10 pips, you will be always in a profit. Okay? So it depends from volatility, because market is not volatile every day the same. So sometimes there won't be a good trade, sometimes there will be a great trade. So you know who are moving the market: big banks, pension funds, companies, institutional traders. So you yourself cannot move the market. The thing is, if you move your stop loss after some time, after 10 pips, 15, 20, you will secure your pips. It's called profit stop. This is one-time strategy. Needless to say, you should not trade this unless you're trading London Open, so exclusively London Open. This is the chart, okay, and as you can see, you need to find 3 candles, and you see 3 candles high-low. Exactly from last 3 candles high-low, you should take a breakout trade. As I said, in the rules, okay, one line is for the high of the previous 3 candlesticks, and one line is for the low of the previous 3 candlesticks. This is Asian range, and you can easily identify high and low. 1, 2, 3, okay? This is the high, and this is the low of previous 3 candlesticks, okay? So once you place your vertical and horizontal lines, you are ready to take a breakout trade. If your trade goes above your, as in this example, this is pound-dollar example, you can see it here. If your trade goes in your favor, okay, you will secure your profit after at least 10 pips. As you can see in this example, this trade was initially it was good for around 30 pips, because London was, in this time, open pretty much heavily. So what I suggest is always try to move your stop once you are in a profit. No, we don't wait a retest. As I said, this is one-time strategy. Once you have your breakout trade, as soon as the price gets in your favor, at least 10 pips at least, you should move your stops. It's a simple breakout strategy, okay? And then you can proceed with your own system or with your own trading. Because sometimes London will open heavily, but during next couple of hours, it can also retrace to downside. And then maybe the trend will change, so you never know. Okay. The bottom line is drawn at the low of the lowest low of the previous 3 candles. So this candle was the low of previous 3 candles. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, these 3 candles are basically your high and low. Okay. Okay. I was trying to imply, guys, I'm not sure that you have careful listen to me. This is what I explained, okay? Those previous 3 candlesticks are from Asian trading session, okay? So Asian trading session, check with your time zone. This was my time zone, okay? This was my time zone before GMT shift. I will show you on live chart. Admiral Markets now is GMT plus 2, okay? So it's GMT plus 2, and in that case, I used the example when it was previous GMT plus 3. So basically, you just need to use your own time zone, okay? London opens, now London opens 9 a.m. GMT, okay, plus 1, 8 a.m. GMT plus 2, okay. This is, I will show you something. For all of you who still are not sure what is your trade, what is your time zone, I will show you now, and you will see this is the site which is the best for Forex market hours, okay. This is it. Okay, you just need to enter forextimezoneconverter.com. This is better. This is the best website. World time zone, I'm not sure about it. This is what I use, okay? And you can see it here. My time now is 4:22 p.m. Okay, I'm in Berlin time zone. Guys, pay attention. I'm in Berlin time zone, okay? London opens at 9 a.m. my time. Okay, 9 a.m. my time. It's a Berlin time zone, okay? And if you pick a London GMT time zone, you will see that GMT is 3:23, okay? So now we are GMT plus 1, okay? And in GMT time zone, it's 3:23, and London opens at 8 a.m., okay? It's different, guys. So you need to use this. This is very important, okay? This is very important. Okay, for example, if you live in New York, okay, London will open up, okay, you can see it here, again, 8 a.m., okay, it's 10:23 a.m. New York time. So it's always up where you live, okay, where you live. It's your time zone, okay. My time zone is 9 a.m. and platform time is 10 a.m. because it's GMT plus 2 on my platform, okay? So it's pretty much straightforward. Use this website. I'm using it. And for all of you who still are not sure about it, please use Forex Market Time Converter. And yes, you can also use EST to GMT converter, and it's good, okay? Okay? Now, this was the low, this was the high of previous 3 candlesticks. Price broke to the upside, you can see it here, breaking to the upside, and it went straight to R2. What I would do in this example is, I would put my profit stop around this level, okay, once the price breaks through this level. In that way, I'm waiting for another momentum push, okay? You need to be also patient with this, and sometimes you will wait for another momentum push, but you are in a free ride. We call it a free ride, because usually when this level breaks up, bang, you're good to go, okay? You're good to go. And then you can place your profit stop here. Once the price breaks this level, if there is another momentum push, okay, then you move your stop around this resistance. And in that case, sometimes you will be able to secure 50 or 60 pips, okay? Okay, 50 or 60 pips are sometimes possible. It does not depend on the system. It does not depend on you. It depends on market movers. Sometimes it will happen. Sometimes it will not happen. These levels are Camarilla levels. This is my Camarilla pivot point, which has been customized for my trading method. Camarilla MACD and analysis method. So this is Camarilla MACD. Okay, so this is how I traded London Open. Now, as I said, I'm a little bit more fond maybe of a new method, which I will be showing you after this. Another example, okay, we basically had, this is historical levels, because I went in the past with these indicators. So once more, 1, 2, 3 candlesticks, okay? And in this example, you can see basically a breakout of a lower part. Now, do not be bothered with this, because let's say we need more time. I will show you that on live charts. Okay? Now, this is B89, because 89 EMA is added to a similar method as this one. I will continue with B89 as soon as I show you this live chart, okay? A live chart of my trading example. Sometimes, guys, you also need to use a filter, and that filter is called news, okay? Because sometimes during the news, you will get a fake out, okay? Okay, this is it, guys, okay? This is an example from today's trading, pound dollar. I did not trade, of course, I never trade before the news, and today we had a strong GBP news, so you always need to skip the trade if you see that there is news. I got a question for Admiral Market Supreme. Guys, this is Admiral Market Supreme. It's pretty much working. This is one of the tools. It's called correlation matrix. You can basically add whatever pairs you want to have with this correlation table, and it's good. So it's working perfectly. It doesn't matter if you use Windows 8.1 or 10. I used Windows 8.1 now. I'm on Windows 10. It's automatically updated, so it's working perfectly. Okay, so a lot of tools here. Back to system. Okay, 1, 2, 3 candles. So mark the Asian session, guys. Mark the Asian session. You need to know where your session starts and where it ends. Okay, this is the start and this is the end. Okay, last 3 candles, 1, 2, 3. Okay, this is very important. 1, 2, 3. This is the low of the third candle, and this was the high of the last 3 candles. Of course, we had a fake out here, because the market was waiting for GBP dollar news. Okay, GBP dollar news, market was waiting for that, and fortunately, you know what the filter is. You never trade London Open if there is strong news kicking in, because you can be faked out. Not necessarily, as I say, sometimes you will get a profit, but sometimes you can get faked out. In this example, basically, we could have made 8 pips or 9 pips before price went down. So that is why I'm saying do not trade this prior to news. Okay? You can always check and back test how this strategy works by placing lines in the past. Okay, in the past, and then trade it. Well, David is saying I was faked out by that this morning. Guys, I'm not sure that all of you are familiar with my webinars, especially with Price Action Trading School and other webinars I do with Admiral Markets. I really advise you to attend that, because it's not about your system. It's not about, it's sometimes about the market. You need to know when to trade and when not to trade. Sometimes not having a position is equal to having a profitable position. Boyke is saying, can the 2 system work on US Open? Well, Boyke, you need to test it yourself. I haven't tested it on US Open, frankly, so try to test it at least. Yes, John is reminding me that I put a great video on how to trade the news. Indeed, guys, check my videos how to trade the news. And actually, you can take news trading if you love to trade the news. You can
take that system. This is just for London Open, guys. Okay, just for London Open. How you can test easily? Go in the past, flip your charts to the left. Okay, flip your charts to the left and try to find the Asian market. Okay, my platform starts at 3 a.m. and it lasts till 9 a.m. Okay, 9 a.m. This is how you do it. Okay, just test it. Okay. Now you need to count the candles, last 3 candles. Look at my charts. Okay, I will zoom it in. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Place the line at the low of last 3 candles. This was the low, definitely, and this was the high. Okay. Now in this example, you can see that this system was pretty much successful, giving you some good profits before it went. Okay, you see, this is breakout, 13 to 15 pips. Okay, look. So this is how you can test it. Just flip your charts to the left and then place those lines. It's pretty much straightforward. 80 is asking how profitable is this system over 1 year. I haven't back tested it like that because I don't trade London every single time. Okay. From time to time, when I see that there is no big news, that Asia had a consolidation, that is the time when I trade it. But you need to test it yourself. Okay, if you want to get, you cannot test it mechanically because if you go with mechanical trading, you exclude human factor in trading, and that is not good. You always need to include human factor. That means you need to know when to trade, when not to trade. That is what robots cannot do. Okay, now we are back to B89. This is what I favor maybe at this time because it's a little bit different. You're trading it on 15-minute chart. Now, if you want to trade it, it depends whether you're trading on summertime or winter time. Of course, summertime is 4 GMT time, 6 GMT time. Draw a vertical line at 4 and 6 GMT time. Now, because we are in winter time, okay, it's 5 GMT time and 7 GMT time. On Admiral Markets platform, basically it corresponds to, I will show you, it corresponds to a different time because it's shifted 1 hour after, okay, 1 hour after the GMT. It's GMT, basically GMT +2. I will show you that. And because of that, you see in my screen now, it's 7 a.m. to 9 a.m., okay? Once more, guys, snapshot this chart. The question, what is the significance of 89 EMA? Well, 89 EMA is one of the most important EMAs in my teaching, in my mentorship. 88.6 is strong Fibonacci number. 88.6 is the best Fibonacci number in my opinion. It's the strongest number in universe, if you ask me. And I cannot stress out that I usually take trades with 88.6. Okay, think about N like this. Usually this is 88.6. And one more thing, guys, Forex trading is something which I'm not working, and Forex teaching, the analysis is not what I work just for the sake to say that I am an analyst and trader. This is what I love, and this is what I'm 100% dedicated to. So I have made a good study back in time about significance of 88.6, and needless to say, we need really to cut it to the chase. Put 88.6 on your chart because it's not integrated in NT4 by default, and just observe the power of 88.6. Okay, as Forrest Boyke said, it's fib number, so it's 89. You just round it up to 89, and it's EMA. 89 EMA in this example, in B89 strategy, is basically a trend filter, okay? The thing is, if the 89 EMA crosses the box, do not trade. If the 89 EMA is above the box, you place a pending sell order 3 pips below the low of the box. So if your price and EMA, if your price is below EMA and your box is below EMA, that means that the trend is down. So you need to go only with sell orders. Vice versa for long orders. How you snapshot? You snapshot by pressing Alt and print screen if you don't have any other program for snapshotting. Okay? The box is vertical line. Okay? Those vertical lines show the box. This is your box, right? This is your box. Okay? What are the rules? Draw a vertical line at this time and draw a horizontal line at the high in between the vertical line. Okay? This is our range, okay? This is our range, okay? It corresponds to 4 to 6 GMT summertime or 5 to 7 GMT wintertime, okay? And now, this was the high, this was the low. Okay, EMA was below the box, so we want to take breakouts of this level. There was not a breakout of this level because price went down. So this was a not trade. Now, this was a successful trade, okay? EMA was below the box, so basically you want to go long. This level was broken by 3 pips, and you see, there was a big drawdown, but your stop is never hit because you place it 3 pips or 5 pips, including the spread. So I usually place it 5 pips below the box. And you see how the trade went. Because this has a trend filter in it, sometimes you will be able to capture a lot of pips with this. Because usually the price will favor the trend. It's on 15-minute time frame, and usually the price will favor the trend once you are in a trade. Okay, let me show you a live chart example. Okay, you can see it here, 15-minute time frame. Again, pound-dollar example. You can see it here, pound-dollar example. You go for long trades. It's even better than the previous system because if you stay in this trade, you could have made even 16 pips. It doesn't matter, of course. Just for your reference, we wouldn't trade this today because we had a strong news. But look at this. Even in a strong news, well, it went in a profit. You can also go with euro-dollar. Okay, this is euro-dollar. Very, very simple. This was the low here, and this was the high, right? Here. 89 was crossing the box, but that's now a debatable. If it I usually use a filter like this. If it crosses the box here, I don't take any trade. But this was not a real trust of the box, because usually the real trust of the box happens in the middle of the box. That is when I will never take any trade. This is very clear that this is a short trade. And look at this. To the downside. So, as I say, you need to use your own mind, your own human factor, because this is indeed, we can say that it was in the box, but it was not in the middle of the box or in the 2/3 of the box. Then I would never take a trade. But because this was basically just a slight touch of the box, well, it was pretty clear that the price went down. So guys, if you ask me which I trade the most, if I trade London session, then the answer is this one. Of course, this is what I trade most of this. I trade more than the first system because it has EMA in it, and if you followed my webinar, Price Action Trade School, P89 is the pattern which I use with 89 EMA. P89 is very, very, very strong, and you can see that very often in my analysis, you will see T89 pattern. Because I got a question from one of you on my email. This was the analysis I did on euro dollar on Forex Street. It was on Friday, and I said that this will be the place to go short. Of course, using a confluence, guys. Now, because I always get a lot of questions, if you are in a trade, I advise you to hold the trade because the price is respecting this to the pip, okay? This analysis, and it was published on Friday, okay? So this just a small digression. Boyke is asking why not 89s. I'm not sure what you mean about 89s. So EMA 89 is called not SMA. I don't use SMA because, in my opinion, EMA is better it's smoother. It's just a bit better than SMA. I think SMAs are better for stock trading, but for Forex trading, EMAs are better. I just go with EMAs 80% of the time. So guys, if you have any questions, okay, do not hesitate to ask me. As I say, these are pretty much straightforward systems. I think that the webinar is being recorded, so you will be able to watch it afterward. It's very clear, right? It's very concise. Try to go with both of those, but if you ask me what I trade most of the time, it's this 89 EMA, which is, of course, this will be the part of my price action trading school, breakout trading, and this is how I go with London Open breakout. Boyke, which blue and red? This is the snapshot. I am not sure what you mean about blue and red. If you refer to this one, right? This one. Shake and Ashy, right? This one. Okay. This is one of my systems which I will be showing you in the future. It's still being tested. Okay. It's combination of Shake and Ashy and Ichimoku. Okay. But because the system is still being tested, one of my future webinars I will show you the system if it's successful. If it produces a good result, at least over a month or 2 months time, I will show you the system. But in this time, it's just a snapshot of the system. Zach is saying, I've sent you 2 emails about Cake and Ashy. Okay, I will copy and paste your email. And which one of your Cake and Ashy system you want? Do you want TDI Cake and Ashy system, Zach? If you want TDI Cake and Ashy, okay, I will send you right away after the webinar. Okay, check your mail just after we finish with this. Thank you, guys. Okay, I don't see any questions. We are ready to call it a day. Thank you for your comments. Use the systems. Use these systems. Try to demo trade it. See if it's good for you. Of course, I'm here to help you, and be sure to follow us on Forex Street and other markets. Guys, cheers, and as always, trade safe.